Good day, poker peeps. Sky with Smart Poker Study. A very simple message to impart to you today. If you can't identify the problem, you will never fix it. A lot of students come to me, long time losing players. They play poker, they watch a video here, they play a lot more poker, and they just can't seem to make this game profitable. They do not know where their problems lie. So they come to me. I take a look at their database, I ask them key questions, and I figure out where their poker leaks are, where they're losing money with the plays that they make. And suddenly, you see them in the video, their eyes open wide. They came to a realization, oh my gosh, this thing that I've been doing for so long is actually hurting my results. And then I give them key strategies to help them work on those aspects of their game to bring up those leaks, or to plug those leaks, I should say, to turn them into winning players. Well, without my help, and it's kind of easy for me because I've been doing this for years, going through databases, thinking about hands, thinking about what's causing my own losses. And then once I got students, thinking about what's causing their losses and giving them strategies to fix. It's easy for me to say, hey, all you have to do is identify the problem and then specifically work on that. But it's actually easy to do as well. Easy is not the right word. I apologize. Simple to do as well. So the first step into becoming a winning player, and even just the first step in improving your winnings, is to identify the problem. So are you losing too much when you limp into pots? Maybe when you donk bet into pots? Maybe open raise and calling 3-bets? Maybe you face check raises a ton, like you c-bet a lot, but then they check raise and then you call because you don't want to fold. They could be bluffing you. Maybe it's your river calls. Maybe you're the pre-flop raiser. You c-bet flop, you c-bet turn. They check raised your c-bet on the river. And you think to yourself, there's no way this guy has it. I just bet 3 streets. He's just trying to bluff me here. I'm going to call down with my bottom 2 pair, or whatever that hand might be. Once you find out where your leaks are, where you're losing money, once you identify the problem, then it's time for you to actively work on your game. So let's take that example that I just said, calling on the river when you should probably know that you're beat. The first thing that you'd want to do is take a look for some videos or maybe chapters within any poker books that you have that talk about reasons to call. Once you do some studying on those, take notes on them, look through your database, review a ton of losing river calls, you need to also then follow that up with purposeful practice. Now, of course, once you get to the river and face a bet or a raise, that's when you're going to try to use the strategies that you've been working on in your studies and while you're doing hand history reviews. But you don't have to actually be involved in the hand to think about that. You could see other players get to the river. What if you were the player facing the bet right now? What hand would you have to have in order to make that call? So noodling on these strategies, even when you're not involved, that's what's going to help you plug your leaks, turn yourself from a losing to a winning player. But it all starts with identifying the problem. So don't shy away from your problems. If you feel internally that, hey, I think I'm losing money when I'm calling 3-bets, that's something you need to dive in to your database of hands, Poker Tracker 4, look at those hands, review, am I actually making mistakes? Is this a leak of mine? So you might feel that it's just a leak internally, but at the same time, you could just think to yourself while you're playing, oh my gosh, this is a difficult spot. What did I do to get myself here? How can I extricate from this situation? How can I make money and lose less money here? Tag those hands, because if you're feeling that unsureness, that uncomfortability in a situation, there's probably a leak that you just now identified with even that. So that's what I want you to do from this point forward. Pay attention to where you're uncomfortable, where you're losing money, and then purposefully work on those areas one at a time to strengthen your game and improve your results and turn yourself from a losing to a winning player. Well, if you made it this far in the video, I thank you so much for it. Now it's time for you to take action. Please like the video if you like the video. Start identifying and working to plug those leaks, and I'll see you in the next one.